We'll go now to Catherine Herridge. The investigation spanning several states with devices found in New York, Washington, and Florida. Catherine Herridge, you're in Washington, D.C. What do you have as the latest?
Well, Dana, as you mentioned, we've got multiple suspect devices recovered across multiple jurisdictions. And I just want to draw your attention to a moment to the photo of the device that was recovered at CNN. I want to draw your attention to a couple of telltale signs of what law enforcement always says to pay attention to on these suspect packages. So the excessive postage, also the excessive packaging as well. You can just kind of see that, the yellow tape. And then also what I would describe as almost a very simplistic, almost excessive address on that package. It's addressed to the former CIA director, John Brennan. He is an analyst and contributor for NBC News, not CNN, but the package was recovered. And as we learned earlier today, it was not just containing explosives, but also a white powder, and they're trying to determine whether that is inert or it may be something more serious like anthrax. Let's listen.
Responding officers identified a device that appeared to be a live explosive device. NYPD bomb squad responded, secured the device, and removed it for investigation. Additionally, there was an envelope containing white powder that was discovered as part of that original packaging, and we're in the middle of investigating that right now.
One of the other main headlines out of that news conference was officials confirming that there were similarities between the device that was recovered in Chappaqua, New York, as well as the device that was sent to former President Barack Obama at his residence here in Washington, D.C. As you've emphasized, these devices were intercepted by the Secret Service screening of mail. That's routine, so it never reached the addressee or the residents in question. What we know about the individuals who were targeted, if they were targeted by the same person or persons, is that they are high-profile Democrats. But we don't know anything more about whether there was any kind of political motivation. But at the news conference earlier today, they talked about terrorism, which is an act of violence by definition to promote a political end. And they also talked about the tense environment leading up to the midterms. Let's listen.
This is a political year. It's a political season. We are weeks from an election, and that's obviously in the air, and that's an obvious fact. Keeping the debate and the dialogue civil is very, very important. And for elected leaders who in many ways set the tone, it is especially important.
Just in closing, Governor Cuomo also confirmed literally in real time during that news conference that a suspicious package had also been received at his office and it was being investigated. And he added that he did anticipate that there could be more devices in the days or weeks ahead. So in other words, that he was concerned this may just be the first wave of something bigger, Dana.
Thank you, Catherine Herridge. We appreciate that very much, that report from Washington, D.C.